Phone got wobbly. So I have developed a fetish for socks. This has been since November. So these are my Hershey socks. And I love them. I have so many different socks, and I'm assuming this is going to become a part of the thing because I have so many socks, and I want you guys to see. I want you to see. But anyway, so as I mentioned in the previous video, that I am on my self-love journey, and what has been coming up for me lately is healing my inner child. Now, I struggle with burping on camera. I struggle with it. I struggle with writing things down. I can put a quick note in my phone and it have the same impact on my life. Honestly, I write things down just so they're not open tabs in my head. So as a result of me not being so drawn to writing, and I know write the vision, make it plain. I've never operated like that. And I do believe that for some people. So that's not true. I've operated like that in a certain space, and that has worked for me. So that means if I know that I want a certain amount of money for the year, I'm going to write a blank check. No, I write a check with that amount of number, with that number on it, and then I put it up somewhere and I completely forget all about it. So it is to take the thought out of my head and to completely leave it up to the universe, God, to provide exactly what I asked for. When there are things that I want specifically, I will write it down. But in this space that I'm in, right, journaling for a lot of people is one of those things that they say to journal. And I am not the best journaler. Also, I have like a slight paranoia of someone finding my journal and just like having all my insides laid out on the table. So, with all of that in mind, I like to do videos instead. Sometimes I will just record myself talking about it, just to get it off my chest and into the atmosphere. And so for me, it has the same power and the same effect. That has been my life experience. But if you are a journaler, this is perfect for you to journal. Or if you're a video journaler like me, then you can do that as well. But so here, I've decided to put some questions regarding my healing my inner child inside of the. Now I know the name of this. I know it's a shaker, but there's another name for it. So I put some questions in here. We're gonna shake it up because just like if you were in with your girlfriend, shake, 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 and you were at the bar before they pour you a drink, that's what they do. So we're gonna pull a question out of here and we're going to see how it applies. And I have not answered any of these questions. I glossed over them, so I don't have like a preconceived answer for these. And I also need glasses. And I said that in the last one, and I don't know why I don't have glasses because clearly, I don't learn. Okay. Ooh. So what role did I play in my family dynamics as a child? And how does it influence my adult relationships? Mm. I just, there is a hesitation because when I talk about my childhood, I think that it might offend people. And I just needed to acknowledge that. I just needed to say that. Um, what role did I play in my family dynamic as a child? The role that I played in, and some of these may not be, um, I don't know. The role that I played was the one who drew out of the lines, the boundary pusher, the question asker. Um, I showed up as the problem. That's what I recall. Um, and but on the other side, I felt like my role was to be the protector. And oh shit. Oh man. was to be the protector. Yeah, I felt like I had to protect my mom. I felt like, oh shit, like I felt like I had to protect my brother. And this reason might sound so crazy to you guys, but I was always tall. I was taller than everybody. I was tall. Everybody was little, and I was tall. And I felt the innate requirement. I felt innately required to protect. Um, and how does it influence my adult relationships? I don't know how it affects my adult relationships, but I know how it affected me as being a mother. Um, it's crazy because I now understand like why my mother was so overprotective, and perhaps she felt some of the same things that I felt when I was younger, just being obligated to be a protector because we just had that chutzpah or that fearlessness. And so when when you see the people that you love being hurt, you naturally protect them. Or if there's a possibility for being hurt, you protect them. And when it comes to my children, I'm so protective and I'm overly protective. And in a lot of ways, I'm just too much because I am that way. And that's because I've always been the protector, but I've also didn't really feel protected. So I had to protect myself and maybe not just physically, but emotionally and mentally. Oh man. Honestly, I don't really feel like I actually protected myself. I don't really feel like, and I mean like growing up or as an adult, as I got older. So in my relationships with friends and with people, I actually don't feel like I protected myself. What I actually did was allow people to hurt me over and 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 over again because my conditioning was not to protect myself. It was to see the danger coming towards the people that I loved and to spring into action for them. I was motivated to do that. I innately had a felt responsible to do that. And I think I found value at some point as an adult in doing that, but I never came to my own rescue. I ended up in so many traumatic situations. I've experienced trauma from being a child, but I've been in so many traumatic situations as an adult that I chose to stay in, and not blaming myself for anything that I chose to stay in or any friendships that I chose to continue because I had like this really deep understanding of people, which I don't even understand. What it was almost like I was so naive and so childlike that I was actually, you know how kids have this because they haven't been jaded by like life's experiences, like they can see, that's why they can see spirits and things like that. Like that's how I was up until a certain age, that I would just see the good in people even when they did bad, even when they did wrong. It was I would and as a result of seeing that bad in them, am I staying focused? Am I staying on the topic? As a result of seeing that good in them, I would accept the bad as part of their journey, no matter how detrimental it was to my own physical being or my own spiritual being or my own life. So, what role did I play in my family dynamics as a child? Was I was a protector. And as a result of that, I innately knew how to protect other people, but I didn't know how to protect myself. And that's all I got. Woo! Was not expecting that, girl. Again, always remember who you are. Always remember who the you are. Okay? And let them think whatever they want. We healing. We feeling and healing, child. Bye.